Hey, welcome to another episode of Cooking for Myself. This time I will be cooking for myself one of my favorite breakfasts, hash browns, and they're very easy to make. It took me a long time to get it right, but they're really delicious and very simple to do. And we're gonna try one method that's very quick and easy, and hopefully you like them. These are hash browns with bacon, and they're cooked in the bacon fat, in the lard of the bacon, and they're very tasty. So I usually serve them with fried eggs or scrambled eggs, and that's my go-to breakfast when I'm hungry. And so hopefully you'll enjoy this too, as much as I do. We're ready to go, and this time I've got my ingredients out. I think that it might be easier to do. The first thing we're going to do is turn on the heat on this pan, and I've got all the ingredients lined up. Got bacon, got 2 eggs, and we've got a shredder. So usually I'm gonna open up the bacon here. The pan will take very quick, it'll heat very quickly. Apologize for the ink on my hands. I was trying to change a printer cartridge. So I don't know if I'm gonna scramble the eggs or I'm going to fry the eggs. Well, let's figure it out later. In the meantime, we're gonna heat this pan. So this bacon, this is pancetta. Here in Europe they do sell American bacon, but this pancetta is incredible. It's very, very good. It's almost like bacon, but maybe even better. And what I'm gonna do first, I'm going to cook the pancetta. I'm not even gonna bother shredding the potato because that's done very quickly. And you know, we're doing the pancetta. There's not real need. I mean, the pan is already hot, look. So you can see the little water here. This heats up really quickly, so I'm gonna lower the heat to put in the pancetta. I'm gonna just use, wow, this is a thick slice. Okay, we got interrupted by a call, but the bacon is still in the pan. And so one of my tips that I could give you for the bacon is turn it a lot. So the more you turn it, the more even it'll cook. This bacon is a little bit differently than the one they sell in the States, but this is pancetta. It's really, really nice. And what we're trying to do here is just cooking it so that it's even on both sides. And usually what happens, you can do it in high heat or low heat. People put water in it, all this stuff. I mean, the best thing that I found is just turning it quickly and often. And then you can get a bacon that's pretty flat and cooked all the way through and crispy. I mean, depending on how you like it. Sometimes I like it very crispy, sometimes I like it a little less cooked. I think bacon is one of the most amazing things. You know, obviously feel bad about some of the animals, but I'm very grateful for them and that we can have this food and nourishment. Anyway, tell me how you cook the bacon, if you have any special tricks. But this is my special trick. Look at this. I mean, it's almost done. Like, I'm gonna take this guy out. I should have shredded the potatoes before, but these are done. See, this cooks really quickly. So we don't need more than that. And I did three slices for myself. That's quite a bit of bacon. I'm going to get this little piece off, and yeah, so I'm gonna grab another plate. I was gonna use the same plate for everything, but I'll just grab another plate, put this one over here. And for the shredding of the potato, now I'm realizing that I grind the potato whole like this, so you know these potatoes are very clean, very nice, and I'll just grind it whole. And I'm finding now that taking a little, if you have more time, then I'll show you in another video how you can also use your knife skills to make hash browns, and those are really, really nice. But this works fine. And you know, this is just a regular grinder. Just grind the potato. Be careful with your fingers. Didn't even peel it, as you can see. And that's fine, that's all the potato there. Just get most of it out. And there, we'll put this back in the pan. Gonna clean it. See, that's done. It's not a big issue there's not a lot to do to clean. So you just grab this potato, and we got to squeeze some of the starch out, some of the water, and we'll do it over here. Squeeze as much out as you can, and then you just put it in, you know, put it in the pan. What we want to do is get some of this pancetta oil on it, and you could obviously put more oil if you wanted, and then you can, you know, the pancetta has some caramelization here, so some salt, we'll turn it up. And then just form how thick you want it. Now this is one potato, so because this doesn't have that much oil, maybe put a little bit more oil or butter, but I'm not gonna put any more oil. I'm gonna experiment with this and see what we get here. So what I'll do is I'll cover it. Sometimes I'll cover it, sometimes I won't. I think I'm just gonna cover it this time, and we'll leave it a few minutes. and see how this goes. So it's doing well. Gonna lower it a little bit, and you gotta be a little patient with the hash browns. So I'm just gonna lower it a little bit and wait more. Gonna flip it. See, this is not bad at all, right? So it didn't have that much oil. I thought that bacon was gonna be a lot more fatty, but it had a lot of meat. As you can see, look at all this meat. So it had very few strips of fat, and we didn't get a lot of fat on the potatoes, but that's not bad. So I'm gonna just let it cook for a little bit more so it gets crispy on the other side. Maybe put a little pepper on this side. Already put salt. Gonna cover it. Ooh, gotta work on that. I think we're gonna do some fried eggs. And covering it just makes it retain a little bit more moisture, and that cooks the potatoes a little bit better, but also I think it helps with the crispiness. I don't always cover it, but in this case I think we needed to cover it a little bit. I was gonna do scrambled eggs with butter, but since I did that the other day, I'm gonna just do 2 fried eggs. And I'm pretty hungry, so I think I'm happy with how much these have cooked so far. I'm not gonna be stickler. So look, so this is released. So that's fine. I mean, it's not completely browned here. I guess we could brown it a little bit more. You know, and it's okay. Sometimes you're gonna make something that's amazing, and sometimes it's not gonna be amazing, but it's still gonna be very tasty. Much better than what you would have anywhere else. And healthier. And sometimes, you know, these things take a little bit of time. But that's when you gotta stop and smell the roses. I'm fine with this. It's done. Gonna turn it up. I'm gonna use the same pan. Put some oil. In this case, they're gonna fry quickly, so I'm gonna put some salt on the bottom. I'm just gonna crack these eggs right here. One. And two. Make sure they're not stuck to the pan. I'm gonna move them out of the way a little bit. I'm gonna get all this oil over here. Splatter right up there. You also get a little spoon. Get this part. So look at that. Nice and crispy. Turn this off. Not too shabby. Okay, so here you go. Hash browns, bacon, and eggs. Hope you guys try this. And happy eating!